opened up rather like a military operation. We planned for 3 or 4 weeks before we went advertising campaigns to try and reach people who were established business people, but not people already in the antique field. We wanted people with the new ideas, or to follow my new ideas, people with fresh minds, I had very, what I think are revolutionary ideas for selling antiques in America.
And then you personally went to the States.
And I personally went to the States. I met these people at pre-arranged places, restaurants, hotels. I sold myself and my business. I managed to establish 3 or 4 very good contacts, people who were willing to back me on my idea.
How do you convince these chaps, though, that you could supply them with a continuous flow of the sort of things they really wanted?
Well, we did a lot of groundwork, as I said, before we went. I set up the operation with photographs. I showed them copy manifests, the type of goods, the type of prices. I gave them references.
Yeah.
This was a difficult part because it was the first question that everybody asked: when will the goods run out?
Yeah.
And I had to explain to them that eventually it probably will run into reproduction, as it has already started. They're reproducing.
Yeah, a point I was going to make, Mike. You're sending not true antiques, but some furniture, for instance, that's only, what, 30 or 40 years old?
90% of the goods we send to America, which is only a third of our market at the moment, are 40, 50 years old.
Yes, specifically, what appeals to the American market then?
Washstands, little barley twist tables you can buy for £2 or £3, that type of thing.
Why this appeal, though? Because this is only 30 or 40 years old. Surely they have just such things that they produce themselves in the States.
Well, yes, but everything's machine produced in America. You've got a vast, vast market which is growing all the time. You've got their bicentenary year coming up this year. There's a big turn towards anything that's handmade. There's a return to the handicrafts, that type of thing. And the type of goods they're buying, it's not so mad as some people think, although we're throwing it away this end. It's handmade, it's craftsman made, and they can't get anything like it over there. It's all machine made.
Are you saying that at home, possibly, I personally might be sitting on a little bit of a fortune with my hall stand, my wash stand, this sort of thing?
You're taking it a little too far, saying a fortune. But the way to look at it really is a lot of goods that probably people aren't using, which they don't want, which they quite often throw away or even pay people to take away. We've got people who actually are paid to take goods away and then come and sell them here.
Is it, though, possible, I wonder, to put a price on this sort of thing? I mean, how much would a typical washstand fetch, for instance?
Typical washstands, we buy them out, a lot of our goods out of shops, or they're bought here by other dealers. We buy them from £5 to £10. The ones we may pay 15, even £20. They've got to be something exceptional. All trees round about the same price. Wind-up gramophones, £6, £7, £8.
It's all getting a bit out of hand, though, when something only 30 years old is revered in this way.
Not at all. That's what I thought. I couldn't understand it until I actually went there a couple of years ago and meet the people who are having these articles put in their house. They're presentable. They're put in amongst modern gear. They're set up with flowers on them. They look attractive. They're utility pieces of furniture in one way, so they are being used, and they couldn't make them over there for the same money.
Of course, inevitably, there'll be those who say, is it really fair, though, to export to America these relics of our very recent past?
Well, let's put it this way. Most of this stuff, 90% of it, if there wasn't the established American market and some European markets, would be sent up to the Brighton tip, and that's most of it. In fact, we get people, junk dealers, who are paid to take these goods away.
Okay, then, you've obviously conquered the American market, or at least part of it. Where do you go from here?
Well, I think basically, as I was talking before about the large population in America, the strong desire to own something handmade, there aren't the craftsmen in America to make such things. Everything is made on machine. The English market, there's a vast, underused at the moment, craftsman market in this, or craftsman capability in this country, and I think that will be turned to making reproduction furniture, handmade furniture for this market, which is going to be a very, very big market.
The sky, indeed, is the limit.
The sky's the limit, yeah.